I can't imagine the number of prayers that are flooding the throne room of God right now, asking for deliverance. A deliverance from suffering and death, a deliverance from the disease, a deliverance from the devastation that is bringing upon our country and the life we've known. As I think about all those prayers that people are approaching God with, it brings to mind an important truth we learn from Ezekiel chapter 36. We continue these devotions being equipped in exile as we look at the prophet who served God's people, the Israelites, in exile. And as we think about those prayers approaching God, a question comes to mind: why would God give deliverance? Why should God give deliverance? As we look at our own hearts, it's not because of anything we've given to God. It's not anything that God has owed to us. In fact, we've done the exact opposite. We've given reason to not be delivered, to instead experience the destruction. God tells us in Ezekiel chapter 36 why he does give deliverance. Therefore say to the house of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says. It is not for your sake, O house of Israel, that I am going to do these things, but for the sake of my holy name, which you have profaned among the nations where you have gone. I will show the holiness of my great name. Then the nations will know that I am the Lord, declares the sovereign Lord, when I show myself holy through you before their eyes. Earlier in the chapter, God is declaring to the nations that he would bring destruction to them. These nations he had used to teach his people a lesson, to discipline them for their disobedience, for their unbelief. God is saying he's going to also bring destruction to those nations because they did not listen to the Lord either. We see the deliverance that God gives, whether it is from enemy nations, those against him, or any kind of experience in this life, disease, death, suffering. God gives deliverance because of who he is. That his name is holy. His reputation. And we see what grace it is in that deliverance. Ezekiel 36 continues. God says, for I will take you out of the nations. I will gather you from all the countries and bring you back into your own land. I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. I will cleanse you from all impurities and from all your idols. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh, and I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees. Why should God deliver us? He says it's to keep his name holy. That's why he will. We pray then the Lord's Prayer all the time. Hallowed be your name. And as God keeps his name holy, he does what is right according to his very self, being the Lord, a God of free and faithful love. He comes and delivers his people for his sake, not for ours, not because of what we've done. We simply enjoy the blessings from whom our God is. That is something to give our God praise, and that is why we do pray to him and asking for deliverance. God, be who you are and deliver your people. Deliver your people according to your time, according to your love. We pray. Dear Lord, you have redeemed us. You have restored us. You have forgiven us. We praise and thank you for the deliverance you've given us from sin and death, eternal death, through your Son, Jesus, all because of your love and your mercy. We ask that you continue to be with us during the times of suffering, the individual suffering we have. Please give deliverance according to your will, according the measure of your mercy because of who you are, a God of love. Amen.